And I believe we are live. Samicus, how are you? So, for those of you on YouTube and on Twitch, I hope you can hear me well. We are going to be, you got it, we're going to be painting today. And that's what you're here for, right? Gord, how are you? Okay, let me get my right glasses on because these are the wrong ones to look at the screen far away. First of all, let's I just figured I'd let you guys know. This week we are doing werewolves, okay? And there's a couple of different ways you can do werewolves and stuff like that. I'm going to show you one way, and I'm going to also talk you through another way. Sir Willow Bend, I don't have my glasses on, right? How are you? Next week you're going to want to be here. We are going to be painting the blue dragon, just so you guys know and stay ahead of what we're doing. Today we are doing the werewolves. Next week we are doing a blue dragon, and this dragon is pretty awesome, to be honest with you. So we're going to have a lot of fun doing that. At the end of the show, we'll be giving away 2 gift certificates. Dan, how are you doing? Christopher, good to see you. And hey, listen, I'm wasting time. Why don't we do what we really want to do and paint, right? Paint. Yadel, how are you? Miss Hernandez, good to see you. All right, I'm going to put on some glasses here to go with my head, my overhead stuff. So I'm going to show you a quick way how to get this going, and then we're going to swap over to some other miniatures, and I'm going to show you how to highlight this all the way out, and we're going to have some fun doing it, all right? Miss Godzilla Lover, good to see you. I'm wearing my Godzilla shirt just for you. Rowan, how are you? Excited for werewolves? Everybody's excited. Now, if you watched last night on Rob's Tabletop World and you saw, hold on, this is what... hold on for a second, folks. Just got to check something. I don't know why the queen's interrupting. But if the queen's interrupting, so be it. She drives me up a wall. I don't even know what that was about. Oh, here we go. This is what work sent you. Oh. Oh, okay. It was something totally hysterical. Here I am thinking something. It was something important. She knows I'm in the middle of the stream, so what does she do? She interrupts. Okay, so let's go down to the table. Only this. But if you saw yesterday, we were fighting. We were playing live. We were actually playing a game of folklore, and it was very, very, very good, and we had a good time. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take a uniform gray, and what we're going to do is we're going to get that all shooken up, and we're going to paint our entire werewolf. Well, yeah, you got it, uniform gray. All right, let me just get it all set up here, which I did not, of course, because I'm a total mess. But hey, that goes without saying. And all we're going to do is we are going to just try to get this all over. I don't want to hit the midriff here. And that's exactly what... See how nice... there's just a nice space in there, so you can really get in there. And you really want to get it in there. And you want to make sure you kind of have a soft or a hard brush, whichever one you prefer. Not a medium one, that's for sure. Because what this is going to do is there's a lot of hair in here, and you really want to get this in there. All right, and you want to make sure that it gets in there real good. As you can see, that's exactly what I'm doing. Oh, well, look who's late to the party. You know something?
What?
No, there just aren't words right now. I had a lot to talk to you about too. I thought you were going to come in here early, but you did not. You were busy. Because I actually, just like her, we both have real jobs.
Pretty much.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Oh my God, you're breaking up.
Hang on a minute. I don't know why this StreamYard does not like this microphone. Hang on a minute.
I'm starting to think StreamYard doesn't like you.
That's more than possible.
All right. Hot Shot Boy 56. Now that's a cool name. James, how are you? Heather, I'm always excited to see you. John, Serial Heroes. Steph Stargirl. There you go. Boy, everybody's here today. All right, so what I really want to do is I really want to get this dark gray in here because this is going to be my bit. Holy cow, you are a train wreck today.
Something like that. Sorry, I forgot to hit the mute button before I moved the microphone.
Okay. All right.
Mea culpa, mea culpa.
Oh, there you go.
As usual.
You're breaking up again.
I shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's kind of on you.
Sorry.
It's okay. Maybe I just have you too loud in my ear too. Let me adjust my thing here. There we go. Talk.
I don't know. Hi. Am I coming through okay for everyone else, or is it?
Okay, there you go.
She sounds good out here in TV land. Okay, yeah. See, I switched to my good microphone and everything.
Well, the funny thing about it is, StreamYard, when it goes between you and I, will do something totally different. We had this problem last night when we were playing Folklore, and it was. I thought our heads were going to pop off.
Ugh. Yes, Gord. The minis are pre-primed.
Yep. And if you watched for the last, 6 weeks? Yeah, it was 6 weeks. It's been 6 weeks we've been doing this.
Is it really?
Yeah, 6 weeks. Because this is the 6th miniature.
Holy guacamole, Batman. That's a lot.
Yeah, I know. We consider this season 2. We're doing it in 5s. As long as people are watching, we'll do it in 5s, and then when they stop, we'll stop doing this. That's all.
I'm excited about this one because of the fur.
Yeah, this one, he's not as furry as you think.
Yes, but there is fur, which is a new texture for us.
Yes. So what I want to do, and what I want to do here is really I want to set the base here. So I want it to be very, very dark on the bottom. Okay, so I want this to be very, 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 very dark on the bottom. And the best thing about these WizKid figures, they all come this way. They all come pre-primed.
Yeah.
And they are glorious. And hats off. I say it every week, but I'm going to say it again. Hats off to the great WizKids. The phenomenal what they're doing. Phenomenal.
In fairness, they technically don't all come pre-primed. The transparent ones were not pre-primed.
Oh my God. All right. Okay. Holy cow. I mean, you're really going to get that technical?
Well,
I tell you, you and I are going to have some heat after the show. We are going to have some heat.
No kidding, because it's like one of those. All of a sudden it popped up.
There you go.
All of a sudden it pops up. Rob is live, and I'm like, what? How can it be that time already?
It's because you're not the one that's got to paint.
I know. I have to switch gears from people complaining about things to
to complaining about things.
Yes, I get to complain. It's a whole different. Yeah, let me get that out of your way, folks. Sorry about that.
And boy,
the nitpick on point. Yes, thank you.
And boy, do I got to talk to you after this.
Yeah, okay. I'll be around for at least a little bit.
Yeah, because after this, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm exhausted.
I hear you.
It's been a long week. Last night we went till 10 o'clock.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Which you got to watch it because Team Clorox, as we called ourselves.
Team Clorox.
Yeah, because Julie could not hurt us. Julie's the.
Oh no! Yeah, she is Greenbrier Games.
She is Greenbrier Games, and she's playtesting these new scenarios on us. And if you go back and watch it,
tell you what, every time I see one of these, I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. And we do it every other week. And she's been playtesting this massive story, and we were fine. But then she decided to crank up the story to midnight. They call it midnight, which is really a tough level. So we're all, oh, we're gonna die. And then as the story unfolds, we're going, yeah, we're really gonna die. And then we started winning. Then we started talking like mad junk.
Oh no!
So now she's like
real.
now she's mad. And the next time when we get her, ugh.
There's a saying that you're not supposed to make your DM mad, right?
Oh, but it was just so good. First of all, she's a wonderful writer. If you haven't been
following along, the folklore stories are amazing, and Julie is so much fun. And the boys, we'll call them the boys, have a great time razzing Julie. It's hilarious. The first time she's like, "This is super hard," and they sailed right through it. And she's been trying to kill them ever since, and nothing will stick. You guys are like the Teflon crew.
Well, we're actually pretty good. And Jeremy Hauer from Man vs. Meeple, Rob, I can't say his last name.
Rob Geislinger from
Geislinger,
and yeah, Jeremy also does his own channel, Jambalaya Plays Games.
Jambalaya Plays Games, and a lot of fun. Just a good group. We're really enjoying it. And Julie's just.
It is absolutely wonderful. I enjoy every one of them. So even when I can't make it live, they're worth watching back. Even if you aren't there, the story is great.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got the gray on there.
Yeah, so we get
the bits.
Yeah, we're gonna get the gray on there, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a leather brown. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, a leather brown, and a little late. Danica, how are you? But I'm happy paint day. Happy paint day, everybody. Oh, this is an official paint day. Look at Danica. Now we're gonna have to call out something. So right now it looks like a complete train wreck, but just bear with me because we're going to get over to a couple of other miniatures that we have and really get this going. Boy, I thought I had The Boy Who Dreamed. That's what it's like today.
This is kind of the story of my life right now.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to do the hot pink golem from last week. I don't have Pekin stock or the golem. Well, Hot Tot Boy, when you get it done, make sure you send us a picture. We'd love to show it off. For those of you who weren't with us last week, we do have yeah, he was doing a hot pink golem just because. For those of you who weren't with us last week, with the world starting to kind of think about possibly not being home all the time, Rob and I are going to return to more normal schedules. And so there is a straw poll again in the link in the description and YouTube. If you want to vote for what date and time works best for you, we would appreciate your feedback because this is, after all, Paint with Rob, and it wouldn't be the same without you.
The main thing is just getting it so, for you guys.
Yeah.
Now, listen, this guy here is a real pain in the neck, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay. This underneath carriage here is really hard to get, and it's very noticeable. So you just painted all that gray on there. You're not going to want to go with a bigger brush. So I'm going to put him aside for a second, and then I'm going to go to the other guy and just get all the big areas. So you're constantly trying to keep moving here.
Oh.
What?
Moondoggy says leather brown wasn't in the list of paints. Oh no, Rob does occasionally grab a paint that is not on the list of paints, but you can substitute whatever brown you have.
Yeah, whatever brown you want. Oh God. Yeah, I ended up changing it last minute because I got my guys in late, And I was kind of looking at a picture and going by it, but what I didn't want to do, I was going to actually make the werewolves brown and kind of with grayer highlights. But right here, he has an armband, and then he has some kind of silver on here, and I just thought it would be too much, so I went with the gray werewolves.
I gotcha. So yeah, that sometimes that happens also, that because we have to put in, we have to what?
No, your thing went. Yeah, but everything going forward is going to be dead on because I double checked. We also have
to, we have to submit our submit our list of paints super early, so especially for this first one, it's a
the first one's a little bit difficult.
And Rob had to submit the list of paints before he got the figure to look at it.
So you're kind of guessing.
Yeah, it's guess and check. So apologies to all those who pulled the colors on the list and then we went a different direction with it. But
does anybody else hear you breaking up, or is it just me? Of course,
everyone else says my sound is fine.
Okay, that's weird.
I don't know.
It did it last night too, and that was weird. So you're going to want to take
I wonder if you have a wire in your headset that's weird.
Nah, because I had Jeremy and Rob on, and they were fine, but Julie was like all over the place.
Audio for both of you is fine. Thank you, Tim.
All right,
it's you. She sounds clear here. Yep. No, tell him to check his hearing aids, Tim.
No, it's actually a StreamYard.
You have Monster Brown, Werewolf Floor, or Oak Brown, which was on your list of paints. Which one would you suggest?
You can use Oak Brown. You can use any brown that you like. But I finally got to look at this guy. And the other thing, like I said, you really want for this guy here, and it's kind of hard to see here, but you can see the white there, kind of. You really want to be careful because you're going to hit the gray. I guarantee it. But don't worry about it. Just take a little bit more of your dark gray and then go over it. But you're going to want to keep those paints because those are going to come in very, very much handy when we get to the Umber Hulk.
You really can't. I mean, honestly, if you're trying to paint realistic figures, you can't have enough browns. That's my experience. Like, brown is just a color, whether it's leather or dirt or fabrics and things like that. Brown is just ubiquitous if you're trying to paint realistically.
It sure is.
Would this be is this a candidate for your Q-tip trick by chance?
Sure.
To get up his skirt?
I'm gonna show you something else too.
Okay.
And it's very out of the ordinary.
We like out of the ordinary.
All right, and I'm not going to put something like this on the list, but this is something you want to think about when you're doing miniatures in the future. Okay, the far wrenched future, when you no longer need me. And it's something I discovered, number one, because of my eyes. And you see how he has this armband here, which is a complete pain in the neck.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah. So you want to, and you're going to miss things like I just did. See, I hit his hand with gray. No problem. I'll just it's been one of those days.
You're telling me.
It has been one of those days. That's why I was like, Helen, get in here early.
Sorry. Call me next time. Hey, where are you?
Yeah, the Q-tip thing really works for this. Of course, I did not do the Q-tip thing.
Right. But it was a trick that if you didn't see it, it was several, I believe it was on the Baylor Demon with his wings.
God, yeah.
We talked about that. His wings were
brutal.
That was the one figure that we managed to paint after this. I managed to paint after the stream, and there was a lot of brutal stuff in that one. I kept hitting the bloody fire whip every time I painted anything. Anyway, next up, we're doing what?
All right. Next, I'm going to take a little Kesel flesh. Now, listen, I am not somebody that likes to do bloody things or it's a great effect and all that stuff. Now, he's holding somebody's hand. And I don't mean that they're going out on a date or something. I mean, he's actually holding somebody's arm here.
He sure is.
And
yeah, I agree. Cereal removable wings would have been nice on Baylor. It's an interesting balance between. So we're painting the hand. Kids love flesh. Yes. Sorry, I didn't mean to walk on you.
Okay. Oh, anyways, the thing is here is that you can take, there's a stump to it. Okay. And I'm going to show you right here. Okay. Let's see since I got this camera going here today, let's see if we can just come in a little bit more. And don't forget, at the end of the show, we're going to be giving away a couple of gift certificates to our dear friends at Miniature Market who sponsor everything I do. And they're just fantastic people. Now, I'm going to tell you why I don't do what I do. All right. Now, right here is the stump, okay? People like to put blood on the end of it or on the hand or in his mouth or something like that. I think it takes away from the actual creature that you're painting. Because what's the first thing that you catch? What's the first thing that you're going to look at? I'm going to back out a little bit.
The bloody mess. Hold up, Pete. Pete Shirey in the house.
You're going to look at you're going to look at that hand, but there's a way to make that hand stand out, but not take away from the model. And I always found that when like zombies have a lot of interesting things going on, different types of torn clothing and things like that. But when you put blood all over it, it takes away from the zombie and focuses on the blood. And you go, oh, wow, that's gross. Yeah, it does its job, but there's a big but there. God.
That didn't come out the way you wanted it.
No, of course not. So I just tend to I kind of try to I want the hand to be there. I want it to shine, but I don't want it to overtake the entire model. Because then why don't you just paint the giant hand?
Because that would be more fun or less fun or something.
Something like that. So my wife informed me, she's just texting me like a complete, like she's lost her mind. Gym's open on Monday. Thank God. I've been having to use the stupid gym at work, and it's not what I need. There's not enough weight.
But it's better than nothing. So
it's better than nothing is right. Okay. The next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your choice of dark tone or nude oil, whatever. Take a dark wash, and you're going to want to go over the entire gray body. Then for the for his pants there, he's still wet, so I'm not gonna do that. But I just kind of want to point out some of the things that you're going to want to do. Don't worry, we've already done it. And
hey, Jonah, great to have you with us.
Jonah, guess what? I got two werewolves in the mail today. They were the ones that were supposed to be for you. She was supposed to come on the program, paint with us. I'll make sure we get it right. It actually got sent to my address. So also, you're going to want to either take a mid-brown or an Agraft Earth shade and then go over his pants. Now, here's what I want to show you. Okay, and I didn't do it on the other guy yet because I'm going to do it.
I feel like I should be like waving a fan at the werewolves so they can dry faster.
No, that's all right because we already got two other dried werewolves ready. This is a Sharpie.
Ooh.
Okay, no one have a heart attack. Nobody fall off their seats or anything like that. Now, if you were with me during the week, you would see that earlier this week, I did a video on how to paint with markers. I know it's sacrilege, I believe, in some ways, but we have to take some things into not a marker, not a paint marker, just a regular old Sharpie. It's a metallic Sharpie. It's silver, okay? And this is great for doing things that are very, very hard to get at and do. And with my eyes as bad as they are, and my hands are as bad as they are, I don't have the same control I did as I did when I was younger. I'm older. Time is caught up. Okay, and he has some metallic here. Okay, it's like a mesh all the way through here. So all I want to do is just kind of make that shine a little bit, have that stand out.
Very cool.
Okay.
See, it's only cheating. I mean, I don't think
It's not
anything that it's not cheating. I think anything that helps you get the effect you want is worth trying.
All right. And you just kind of go over it a little bit, okay? And then
Pete is going to say, Pete Shirey, have a good stream, Rob.
Activities, brother.
Going to see Richard tonight. I will tell him you said hi. Have a great weekend. All be safe and treat everyone kindly.
I will talk to you soon, my brother. All right. So now you have this kind of thing here.
When painting on canvas, we would call that mixed media. Yes.
Yeah. And then you would work your way all the way through on the front here. Okay. Then it dries so quickly, which is great. Absolutely. All right. So, instead of making it really look like that, because already it's dry, believe it or not, and then you would take some of your wash, your very dark wash, because this guy's still drying, so we're not going to go. And I just want to show you. And then, oh, wow, look at that. Instant
mail.
armor. Instant mail. Oh,
very
hey,
nice.
bro.
Well done.
There you go.
I like it. I like it.
Now, I should have done it.
Anything that gets Denise to the table.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a super great trick. Thanks for sharing.
So it's something very quick, and it'll get through.
I use very fine point pens to make pupils.
Yeah, why not? Trick. Look at Hot Boy with heresy. Well, you know what? Wait till you get my age, buddy. Wait till you get my age. Then we'll see what's heresy. All right, so after you get your washes on there, they're going to kind of look like this. Okay. And you can see where I really went heavier on the wash to kind of emphasize the hand a little bit, but not take away from everything. Okay. And once we get the dog hair out of the way, we're perfect. And we just have this nice light coat. So the next thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to scale down and go with like a filthy cape. Okay, which is a very light gray. All right, and this is where you're really going to want to use a smaller brush. Okay, smaller brush. Now, once I get everything all set here, as far as I'm going to dry brush everything out, then I'm going to put the gray, that silver lining into there, and I'll go over it. I'm doing it in reverse, but the reason being is I really want to make.
Godzilla says dog hair adds even more realism.
It gives all my stuff character. All right, so we're going to take and we are going to
save the dog hair to put on the base for shedding.
What's that? Save
the dog hair to put on the base for shedding.
Well, yeah. I mean, we are dealing with an oversized dog.
We are.
So why not, just add to it, all right? Let me do something here. All right. So a lot. Oh, wait a minute. Did I just do that twice? I'm just checking something here. Bear with me, folks. Boy, today has just been a day that really needs to go away. All right, there we go. So
I tend to agree.
Again, I don't want a lot on my, and we're dealing with a smaller miniature, a real small miniature here. Okay, so I really want a smaller brush. I want to take my time because I can easily just mess this all up in a way. All right. So the first thing I want to do is I kind of want to work. Okay, his ear here. Okay. And then I kind of want to come right across here. I'm just lightly going over this. Now, there's a couple of ways to do this, and I really want to point some of this out as we're doing this, okay? First of all, this this very, very light fur really goes down his spine very, very well. And I want to get in here. I want to come over to his face a bit, and I want to come over. But right where his ear is, really, I really want to dig it in there because I want that ear to stand out a little bit more. All right.
Y'all are killing me, chat.
What's that?
Can I cheat and use cat hair? I have that in abundance.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. It's your models.
Hey, it's finer. It's a finer grain, right? So goes better with the smaller scale. I just going with it.
Could be. Could be.
I like it. Yeah, chat's killing me here.
The other thing I want to do is that particularly light gray. I want to take a little bit of, I'm going to bring this in here a little bit. I want to take a little white and just lighten that even more. If I can get the light out. Boy, don't tell me this one's dead already. Oh, there we go.
I was worried for a second there.
No, believe me, I got paint until the cows come home. I'm going to put a little white in there, and I just want to lighten this up. Now, why am I doing that, you ask? I'm going to tell you. Okay. And the reason I want to do that and mix it in with that dog hair, which really got in there, is again, I want to...
Best, huh?
Huh?
Doing its best, huh?
Well, it wants to be the star of the show today.
Yeah, well.
And I want such a light gray. I'll mix this in. Come on. That paint's almost dead anyways. All right, and then we're going to take a little bit more gray here. I'm going to mix that in there. Just bear with me. And of course, you can't see it because I'm off camera. Just bear with me. Okay. And I want it light. I want it very, very light because I want to start pulling out some of the detail of the werewolf himself. All right, so. And I just want to get it to the consistency that I want.
Sean, no, the giveaway's at the end of the stream.
What does Sean want?
Sean Manigan wanted to know if you missed the giveaway.
Nope,
No,
nope.
it's at the end of the stream.
It's always at the... You should have told him, yeah. Should have said, yeah. And then he went, I'm leaving.
Black
said,
helpful look. Yeah. Black is actually a tricky color to get when you're painting. I mean,
yeah, because it's
right.
different. It's different shades of gray. It's always different shades of gray. And just clear off the end of this brush here. There we go. Because I was using it to mix as well. Okay.
For those that have commented that they've gone through a lot of brushes with this project, this is why Rob recommends relatively inexpensive artist brushes from the craft store.
And I really want to take off as much as I can because I really want to bring out his musculature. Even though I butcher that word. And I'm just, and you can see that you want to hit right in the chest area a certain way. You want to lighten that up.
Looks like you're sort of following the line of the muscle.
What's that?
Are you following the line of the muscle there a little bit?
Okay, you're doing the...
Oh, dear.
You're doing the max headroom thing right now.
I'm sorry? You sound fine.
I do sound fine. And I look fine, too.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Now you see what I'm doing here? How the lighter, and I'm just using this to really bring out his tremendous, tremendous physique. All right. And really just working that in there.
Gord, Rob has some excellent tutorials on dry brushing.
Pardon me?
Gord says I need to learn to dry brush, and I said just
Well, you're
mentioned
doing
there's
it.
some excellent
You're learning it
tutorials on
right
dry
now.
brushing.
You're
Yeah.
learning it right now. It's just going
Absolutely.
very lightly, very, very lightly. Look what we're doing here. See what I'm doing here? Look at that. And that's all we got to do. Just really take that smaller brush and work. And then with the, I almost want to go just a little bit there. And you could, and taking the white and the grays, just taking a bunch of a white and a gray and moving it and changing the color of it and picking out little areas. What do you want to see darker? You know, where do you want to put the shade there? And that's what it really comes into for you. You know, what works for you. Oh no,
So,
I want it to be a little bit darker. I want it to, you know, that's too light for me. Okay, no problem. Just go back and you can go over it. And if you don't like it, you can either make it lighter or darker. It really depends on what you feel like mixing back and forth. Like right here, I want to come into the spine.
Jonah asks, I have trouble picking the right brush for dry brushing. How would you describe the perfect dry brush?
It really depends on the project that you are doing. And what I mean by that is there a lot of ridges and things like that? Is it very tough? Sometimes you want a very soft brush, okay? Because that may work for you. It really comes down to, and I'm going to be dead honest with you, it comes down to feel. What do you feel? Do you like working with a hard brush? You know, sometimes a hard brush will do certain things, like it won't get in, it'll get in too much into the recesses. Sometimes a soft brush, just if you do it right, it stays on the outside and kind of just dances off the flat spots. See, that was too much. So what do I do there? I'll tell you what I do. I'm just going to take a little gray. I'm going to go paint right over it. Mm-hmm. And that's the best part, is that you can
push between darker and lighter grays.
Huh?
Kind of push between the darker and the lighter grays.
Yeah. See, I made a mistake there. I went too heavy into this his shoulder. So what do? I just paint over it.
Looked a little like he had a pauldron there, didn't he?
Yeah, it looked like he had a pad or something, which you didn't need. So then you just wipe that off. Listen, that gray isn't going to hurt anything, having it on your brush still. And just come back with your lighter brush and just kind of come over the legs, over his kneecaps, you know, into the areas that you want to sell as far as him being glorious and all that stuff. And on the bottom of his foot. I don't want to emphasize it too much. Okay. I just want to, and I'll come back over on that shoulder.
Example. Hot Boy actually asked, I have a question. What do you actually do with the official dry brush? I own one from Army Painter, but I just use it for minifig bases and such because it's such a wide head. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, are you talking about this thing here? And we'll just wait for him to come, you know, answer. Mm-hmm. And then we'll answer that. Because I'm not looking up, unfortunately. That's why you're here, Miss.
That's why I'm here.
And you can see where his fur is. I'm driving in harder to emphasize on the fur. And I'm trying to get a whiter, so it stands out, like right here. Look at his neck right there. Mm-hmm. Okay, how that kind of stands out. And we're doing the best we can with 720. 720 DP. You know, we have to take a day and work on that Zoom project, by the way, young lady.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, my computer is going nuts. My dad's trying to call me while I'm on.
Yeah, you're all over the place there.
It's one of those days, folks. It's just that day.
Mm-hmm. And we have those. Again,
I think so. It isn't as Hot Top Boy says. I think so. It isn't as pressed down.
Okay, yeah. That's like a terrain brush, believe it or not. Now look at what I'm doing here. Do you see how light I'm touching this? I don't have to. You don't have to grind in. When you start losing some of the paint off the brush, like his ear here, I want to get inside that ear with this color. Is that his ear? Yeah. And I'm gonna just kind of go over and just really kind of work over this fur. Remember what we said. It's all about over his fingers. I want to be careful not to hit that hand. Remember, we were talking about that hand earlier too. How are we doing for time? Oh, we're actually doing
Rob,
well.
how should I? Okay, here's a good question. How would you handle like if you've got a little bit of a shake in one of your hands?
That's why I do. Actually, I'm gonna come overhead for a second. I want to show you guys something. Hold on. I'm actually going to stop painting for a second and talk. Okay, my big headset is in the way, so I'm going to move back. Okay, this hand, you can see, I can't feel from here to here. I still can, blunt force trauma, lift a lot of weight and everything. But if I squeezed right here, it would feel like I put my finger into a socket. Okay. So I can't feel, and I don't know, I can't gauge things anymore. Okay. And it's very, very difficult for me. So I've lost this hand. Okay. So how do I compensate? I've done this for so long, I kind of know where the feel is, but my hands aren't always steady. Okay. Like today I'm steady. Okay. There's some severe nerve damage, I believe. So I'm not going to paint with this hand. I'm left-handed. This is my most important hand. And the way I do it is by taking a lot of times and just trying to use this dead thumb, for me at least, as an anchor. Okay. And to stop shaking, I'll keep, if you notice, my wrist is always on the table, or if I have to, I'm going to put something right there. And I always have something on the table. Now, let me get my head out of the way, because not only is my hands dead. This is probably one of those days I should have broke out the.
Yeah. We got lenses in frame, dear.
I know. Just for a second. Hold on.
No problem. Just letting you know.
No, thank you.
Jonah's making dinner, by the way, so she's
bye,
she's
Jonah. Just tell her that we love her very much. By the way, join Jonah and I this Tuesday for our RPG show. It's me and Jonah.
That ought to be exciting.
Okay, so I'm going to hold the figure. You can get one of those holders if you like, or whatever, okay? But I always make sure that one hand is here, okay? The other hand is also on the ground. You can't shake if you have something anchored. Don't try to do it like this, or else you're going to be.
Yep.
You kind of want to be. You kind of want to have both. Now, for me, this is what works for me. Okay, and then look at that. I can do what I need to do because both my hands are anchored to the ground.
Yep.
Okay.
Find a stable position.
Exactly. Well, there you go. That was a lot of talk to just say, hey, find a stable position.
My job. I summarize things for a living, Rob. You know that.
I mean, what can I tell you? Wait a minute. Hold on.
That was exciting.
Yeah, there we go.
Uh-oh, y'all get me back. Sorry.
Okay. So again, we're going to keep on working our...
Yeah, shaky hands are a problem for a lot of people. Whether it's health issues or age or
just, you start to get inside your head.
Or even just, just doing something this small for a long period of time, your hands can start having issues.
You heard it from her.
Indeed.
Indeed. All right.
Lots of people are thought that would, or were very grateful for that explanation, Rob.
Oh, well, that's what we're here for. I mean, honest to God, we're not here to show off. We're not here to go, oh, look what we can do. I mean, do we paint? Yeah, we paint a lot, and we're trying to go as long as we can. And I think some of the tricks I've learned have kept me kind of in the game, because to be honest with you folks, if it gets to the point where I can't do it anymore, well, there's no channel. So, and Helen and I have had this discussion many a time, that we always felt that the channel would go, we thought the channel was going to go a couple times, but I just found ways to get around things. And that's what's kind of kept us going, and will keep us going.
Exactly. John Fournette pointed out that some of the miniature holders actually have a rest for your hand that can help also if you need to stabilize a shaky hand.
It is out there. You just got to use what is out there. And listen, I use these cheap brushes because I'm going to ruin a lot of brushes. I sure am.
What do you do to preserve your back while painting? Sit up. Oh, wait. I feel like I arch too much trying to paint, keeping stable hands.
Honestly, I have a fantastic chair, and it really works. Yeah. Now listen. Also,
invest a little bit in ergonomics. That's a good, in everything you do, wherever you're at, find something that feels comfortable and allows you to sit in a neutral position to do what you're doing.
All right. Next thing that we want to do, and I want to speed this up a little bit.
Yeah. We kind of took a sidetrack there, but it seems like it was an important.
I'm going to take a little bit of this Banji brown. They call it like several other things, but you can also use a Ushabi brown, a Ushabi bone, which would be perfect. Or if you want to go crazy, some of this dry brush, which is a Silent dry bark, and we're going to go over the browned areas. Okay, very easily though. There, again, this is another thing that we want to do, where we're going to go over this extremely, extremely easy. We really don't want to make it cloudy. We want to kind of more have it stand out a little bit. I think what I'm going to do is get this on some brush here. I don't think that's going to be enough. Hey, you know what? I don't like that. Hold on. And just let me get that off. I was going to try something different, but just go with what you know, kid. All right, so I switched over to a different brush. You don't want to wash off your brush. You want to have a couple brushes in your arsenal. All right, because I really want to get moving.
When you wash your brush, particularly, then you're no longer dry brushing, really.
Yeah, and don't forget, hey, go over and subscribe over at Rob's Tabletop World, or follow us on Twitch on Rob's Tabletop World also, which wouldn't hurt. We would really appreciate it.
If you're an Amazon Prime member and you're not already supporting another channel, Amazon Prime gives you a free subscription every month. We'd like you to consider us.
And if you do, you get to add to my granddaughter's college fund and get the Godzilla.
We all get to see Godzilla, which totally worth it.
Believe me, we're not asking for it. We'd rather have you sub over on YouTube and follow us and support just following us is a lot.
Follow us along. Being part of our community is the most important thing.
Okay, so I've taken this, and now I just want to kind of hit these edges. Okay, now look what I'm doing here. Okay, all I'm doing is very lightly. This is just going over the top.
If you look at Rob's brush, it's actually a fairly good sized brush, and he's using it in different directions to get sort of different effects out of it.
Yeah, so it's just kind of going over. Oh, Zamka is following us over on Twitch, by the way. Thank you so
Oh
much for
boy.
following us.
Thank you. Thank you. We
I appreciate it. Okay, and I just kind of want to get in there and go over the top and just kind of lighten that up. Boom, 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 boom. And really give that come over here a little bit. And just come over the top. Make them really kind of give them a little bit different feel there. Same thing over here with Big Boy. We just want to catch the edges. We don't want to take all that brown out. Look at that. That's the way I want to go. And come over the front here. Do the same thing. And just use that brush. Let that brush take control of everything. Let that brush take control of everything. And I'm just trying to move quickly here so we have enough time. We want our werewolves to be nasty. All right. Now, let me wash that off. Now, again, I'm going to show you real quick with our friend the Sharpie who's been sitting here the entire time. Whatever gave you the idea, I like Godzilla.
No idea, Godzilla lover. No idea
cool,
at all.
Not cool, not cool. Again, with this guy, you want to do this before you do this, but I'm doing it afterwards because I really wanted to show you guys how this all comes together. And all you got to do is just kind of draw this in here a little bit.
It is. They're talking about. Apparently, there's a Godzilla in Magic that's dropping today.
Yeah, something like that. I heard.
Oh my goodness.
Which, okay, not my thing. I'm not a Magic guy, but I will get that Godzilla card unless it's like ridiculously high priced, which I'm sure it's going to be because it's Godzilla.
Of course.
Okay, so he's got all this, and you could do this with all kinds of different colors because they have different.
Came out.
Huh?
Look how easy that is.
What did you say?
That's amazing. I said, look how easy that is. That's amazing.
I don't know why I'm having such a hard time hearing you. I can.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Everyone else is doing fine.
Yeah, it's got to be something with StreamYard. I'm telling you right now, it's something with StreamYard because we had the same problem last night, and it was only with Julie because I could hear Robert and Jeremy no problem.
Maybe it's something in the female voice register that it's not playing well with.
Yeah, maybe. I believe that. That's good. That's good. So as you can see, and okay, there it is. I want to get underneath here, and this just works. This is just such a quick thing to do, and you have such control over it. It actually helps.
Ouch.
Well,
it's $90 for the Magic the Gathering box to get one Godzilla card.
I'm good.
Sadly, out of my price range, says Godzilla lover. Yeah.
Well, you know something. I'm sure somebody will be selling them.
Give it some time.
Independently, and you can buy one. All right. So now, once we get that on him, we can put our marker away, and I am going to get some wash. And again, I want to show you how this just all kind of really works in here. And then I want to do some facial expressions, a little bit of facial work here. And it dries that quickly.
Wow.
And then the next thing you know, and it's good for...
That's just brilliant. That's truly brilliant.
Guess who came up with that? Yeah, thank you. Now you see how it looks like armor right there. Now,
yeah,
just taking your wash
and the wash goes over it just fine,
without a problem. So this helps you with a lot of things. And I painted. I don't know if anybody's heard of the game called Core Space. It has a ton of robots. I did all the robots in marker.
That was earlier this week. Yes.
Yes, it was. On Rob's Tabletop World. LCM.
Check it out, folks.
Check it out. All right. Next
See
week.
just how far you can push markers.
Oh, you can. And I was using that on some of these figures. You're going to see me use it a little bit here and there just to show you guys some of the things that you can do. Oh, where did that go? Hold on. I rearranged, Helen, all my paints.
Never do that. You can't find anything after that.
No, it's actually, I actually wrote on the thing so I can actually pull out these things and know where they are.
Like organized.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. We've moved up to big time. Because how many times during this stream over the last 2 weeks, 6 weeks, we've gone, hold on for a minute, I got to find something. Okay. Awesome. Now I'm gonna take a color called Emperor's Children. Okay. Or I believe it's a Perfect Pink or something like that in Army Painter.
I will get it for you in just a moment.
Thank you. And we want to start, and even though I have wash on him, that's not a problem because I can go in here and I just want to get inside that mouth. All right, there we go. Because you kind of want to start to bring the face together a little bit. All right, there we go. That's it for him. This guy, I don't think you can get in there that good.
It's Pixie Pink.
Pixie Pink, thank you. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that as well. The other thing I want to do is I want to take, you can either go with a skeletal brown or you can use a Ushabi bone, whichever your choice is. Okay. And I try to give you both things so you have an idea. And then you're going to kind of want to come down on the feet here and kind of bring in their nails. I've seen black nails that were very nice, and I think I would go with to some degree. And then back here, I kind of want to just hit some of his nails back there. And then I want to catch some of the tips here. Right. And then he's got teeth up here. So remember what we said about shaky hands. Now all of a sudden my hand's starting to go on me, right? Because somebody mentioned that. So again, I'm going to anchor myself. And I'm just going to get that in there. Look at that. Just by anchoring a little bit, it helps. And I'm just taking my time. And that's the most important thing. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. What time? Oh, good. Wow. We're right there.
Do you have a preferred chart for paint color?
You're breaking up again for me.
Oh man. Do you have a preferred chart for paint color conversions?
No, I wish I did. I believe that somebody did one out there. But
there's a couple of them out there. There's one on GitHub, but the one that most people refer to is on Daka.
Daka, yeah, they're actually pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Daka this. I thought the Bell of Lost Souls or something like that. Is that who they're called? It has something.
Not sure.
Okay.
I dropped a link to the Daka chart in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you really want to get crazy, you can kind of go in these ears with a little bit of that Perfect Pink, and then go over with a little Agrath Earthshade to darken it up.
Oh, wow.
If you want to give them a little bit of touch there. Or you could just say, hey, listen, I really like this guy, and I'm going to take a little celestial gray. Okay. And we should be done in about 10 minutes, and we'll get with the giveaway game, which puts us at an hour and a half that we're usually at, which is good. Rob,
we have information from the chat that says that on TCG Player, they have Baby Godzilla is $15, the other ones are $10 and $2.
Yeah, am I really going to pay that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind, but
Is
I
it
mean,
worth it for one card for a game you don't play?
yeah, for a game I don't play. All right.
And again, how
So
much would you spend for just a Godzilla toy? You know?
at least I'm getting a toy.
True. True
Okay.
that. True that.
True, that is right. All right. Hold on for a second here.
Hi, Tim on YouTube. It's certainly more affordable than getting an entire pack just for the Godzilla, though. All right, chat. So apparently we're not completely out of I'm going to get this. Aha! Because it's basing time. Serial says
We definitely want to.
Hero says he'll glue a Godzilla picture to a card for you for $7.50.
Yeah, there you go. See, that's the way you do things. That's why we have some of the best fans ever, because the ingenuity. It's all about the ingenuity.
I love it, guys. You guys are awesome.
All right, so we're gonna come up over here. Boom. Okay. So now, we kind of want to get these bases squared away. I always think that werewolves. Now I have some of those great. I'm gonna take off this headset for a second. There we go, so it doesn't get in the way. I always felt that going with, they have those micro art bases that I really, really, really love, and I use all the time. And doing something like that. Okay, there it is. My glue brush. Yes. It really works. You could cut off, because they have like a wood stump, and you would actually cut the figure off and put them on there. But for today, we're again, until we really start talking about bases and playing around with certain things. And I think we're going to do that with some of the models that I was looking at to do down the road. Listen, this stuff here, washable, clear glue. Perfect. Because it doesn't get that milky look. And it's the same stuff. It goes on there perfectly. And it does what we wanted to do. But we're going to talk about bases with these WizKid things. And again, WizKids, you guys are just killing it. Thank you.
This detail on these figs is really nice.
And this is not sponsored by WizKids. This whole thing was not sponsored by WizKids. This is just something that they were suggesting. Hey, why don't some people go out there and do this, during this time? And I just ran with it, and I hope they enjoy it.
Many thanks to the Great Miniature Market also for facilitating this for all of us.
Miniature Market is I mean, I don't have to say much more than that. They're the ones that are giving us the gift certificates every single week.
We have at least one request in the chat for a video on working with the micro art bases.
Yeah, I will definitely do that. If people get tired of these WizKids figures, or if we finally ever go through them all, which I don't know if we ever will. I don't know how many figures do they have?
A lot.
I know.
And as soon as we get through this list,
they're always coming out with a new batch.
Yeah, there's 400. Christopher says there's 400.
I would love to catch up. We're gonna have to start doing 2 a week.
What model do you think you'll get into the basing on? I want to make sure I watch it live.
We haven't even gotten to that point, but I will let you know weeks in advance. Weeks.
We'll try. I'll try and remember. If Rob tells me he's going to work on the base, I'll try and remember to either drop it in the description or
you'll also get an email from if you're signed up over at Miniature Market, and you'll get if you're part of this channel, we make sure that we have a little vlog every week where we kind of tell you what's up and what's up.
Good call, Serial Heroes. The horrified monsters were all on micro art bases also, so you can check those out.
Oh yeah, I did that too. That's right. I did a few things, didn't
I? Kenneth, we are painting the werewolves today. He's late, quite.
But he's in time. He's just in time for.
Just in time for the
For the
we'll try if you follow Miniature Market, they'll indicate the bases most likely, and then it will.
They have the bases in stock too.
Right, but I will also try and drop it in either the title or the description so that you can find it ahead of time.
And I always use the lid here, and then this poor brush has been through a living hell.
Have you ever done the gypsy wagon from WizKids?
No. If you guys want to see it, the gypsy wagon, I will do the gypsy wagon on the next batch if we keep doing this.
Yeah. Could be interesting. We're always open for
as long as
suggestions.
we have people watching,
Yep.
people subscribing, we will
if
do
you've got
this.
if you've got suggestions for a figure you might like to see, or a technique or something like that,
Somebody requested the blue dragon. We did the blue dragon.
you can certainly email novaprime860@hotmail.com and let Rob know what you're interested in seeing. This is, after all, Paint with Rob, so we'd like your feedback.
Exactly. And you guys are allowed to come in here. We haven't done it in a few weeks.
Yeah, I haven't had
Tent
anybody
along.
contact me, but
we're trying to experiment with some other things that that's going to be more beneficial to that. Yeah. Let's stick with this. Okay, let me go over.
We're always improving here, folks.
We're always trying.
Improving here.
Trying.
Let's play history. Hello there. Lots of textures on the gypsy wagon.
Yeah, well, that'd be cool. All right, so I mean, pretty much just a nice, simple paint job. We could do his eyes too. Oh, how much time?
We also have a lightning and other spell effects request. Send them to novaprime860@hotmail.com. I'll drop that in the comments now.
There you go. Drop
so that we can. We'll drop it in the comments. That way, if you email Rob, we can keep track of them, and it's easier for us than.
I also suggest
don't mind seeing them here in the chat, but also email us. Just otherwise, we will forget. I will forget to remind Rob.
We're gonna go with a Mars. Well, no, let's not go with a Mars red. Let's go with a
Alarin Darkwind. All right. Hopefully you can join us another time. He says he's got a webcam set up now.
Nice. We got a Dragon Red here. We're going to go with that. And for those of you that are waiting, just bear with us. We're going to just do these eyes real quick. And I like to keep, for this, I really kind of try to keep it kind of simple. Let's see something here.
Yep. Hit that like button. If you're hanging out here, hit the like button. If you're not already subscribed, we have more great content most days of the week. We'd love to have you join us, and hit that bell icon so you're notified.
Well, actually, we do something every single day.
Yeah.
Except usually. Yeah,
usually Sunday, but right now we have.
No. I don't think we're doing anything this Sunday. I think we're doing it next Sunday because he's got stuff.
Yeah, so this weekend days may switch out, but every weekday we certainly have something.
And usually I do something on Saturday, but this Saturday I don't know if I need a little bit of a break.
Yeah, Godzilla would still like to see a ghost,
and we will get the ghost.
We will get you, Godzilla.
I'm just gonna.
Rob, do you paint fantasy stuff exclusively? Do you ever paint historical miniatures?
That's what I mostly do, believe it or not. All right, so we got just a little eyes in there because I like red eyes on a werewolf.
Let's play history. If you could send Rob maybe some suggestions on
I have done
like to see.
Napoleonics.
He absolutely has done them in the past, but if you want to see him painting something historical, or if there's a particular game you're interested in seeing painted, let us know.
Yeah, no, I've painted a lot of historicals. I have World War II, antiquities, Romans, all kinds of stuff. There you go. Just a simple little red eye really brings out a lot. I like the darkness on the hand, so it looks like it's rotting a little bit, but not being too gory or taken away from the guy. And there you go, folks. That's how you do 2 werewolves in under an hour. Welcome to the show. But you know what that means. When you have 2 werewolves done, they're going to watch and they're going to judge what is happening next. Oh my God, there's paint all over the place.
We can't guarantee. Lots of great suggestions coming in. We can't, again, email novaprime860 at hotmail.com. We can't guarantee we'll paint them, but we love your suggestions.
Okay, that was weird. Something just weird happened. Okay, so anyways, we've come to the time of our show where this is the part that Helen really enjoys. We're going to be giving away 2 gift certificates to, yeah, you got it, Miniature Market.
All right,
now,
folks.
how's the game played? Helen, tell them all about it.
Rules of the game. You can only put one number in per giveaway, no matter how many platforms you're watching on. One number per person. That number needs to be between 0 and 100. And it needs to be between the start now and the stop now messages from Rob's Tabletop World. Excuse me. Those numbers will kind of have a nice chat in between while we're waiting. You'll get a good bit of time. Once we get the stop now, Rob will roll. Closest to the number wins. There's no start up, and the start now just dropped. So get your numbers in, folks.
The evil that men do.
He's killing me. All right. I love you anyway. You know that. What's the next figure?
That's for being late.
Thank you. What's the next figure, Rob? Rob.
See, you're breaking up real bad.
What is our next figure?
Our next figure happens to be... hold on. Let me go to the overhead here. Woomph. You guys are going to like this one. Okay, our next figure is the Blue Dragon. The Young Blue Dragon. I'm really excited about this.
Whoever was asking for spell effects, we definitely have a breath weapon there to play with.
We sure do. So get your breath weapons ready. Get your paints ready.
Brush your teeth anyway, people.
Brush your teeth. Get your toothbrushes. Get your paints out. It's going to be easy. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to be doing that. And then I believe the week after that is the Umber Hulk, which is going to be a lot of fun. Huh?
Sounds right.
And then we got witches and skeletons and all kinds of fun things that we're going to be doing.
I was just waiting for bears. Oh, my.
Yeah, well. Never count us short. Never count us short. So the number's still flying?
They're getting there. Dennis Gerlach asked if I paint. Yes, they are. Dennis Gerlach asked if I paint. Yes, I do.
Slowed down yet?
They're getting there.
No, we still got numbers.
Yep, still coming in.
God, Helen, I don't know what's going on. If it's my internet,
I don't know, but the chat says I sound fine.
Well, you're stammering. I mean, no, your picture's actually, freezing up, which is kind of weird. And it's not my internet because I'm looking at my internet right now and it's dead on.
It could be mine because it's getting to be that time of day here.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Hey, no enemies here. Good to have you. You're just in time for our giveaway.
All right. So, as usual.
Yes. But yeah, I do paint miniatures. I haven't painted any in a while. I just, most of my painting time, I've been hanging out with you guys. So.
All right. Here we go. Let's see. I think that's about everybody, huh?
I think so.
Okay. And we're going to stop it right there. Okay. So we're going to give away our very first gift certificate. I'm going to roll. This is going to be the 10s, and this is going to be the 1s. So good luck.
Dark
from 1 to 100.
All right.
Here we go. And it is a 77.
77. Spiros has a 76 right at the end there.
All right.
Anyone closer? I'm looking. 79, not good enough.
77.
Spiros, I believe, has it.
Congratulations, Spiros. you have won a gift certificate to Miniature Market. Send me an email at novaprime860@hotmail.com. We'll get that out to you as soon as possible. And away you will go. All right. Congratulations.
Oh, Allerin says 78 here. What? Did I miss one?
Uh-oh.
Did I miss one?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
that mean?
oops, 87.
87.
All right.
No, it's still Sparrows?
It's still Spiros.
See, I would have felt bad if we had it.
I know, I would have felt bad too if we called it for Spiros and it wasn't, but
if we had to rip that from him, but we won't do that. All right, so let's see. We're going to give away another gift certificate to the wonderful Miniature Market. And, well, there's only one thing for me to do. What do you think that is, Helen?
I'm going to guess you're going to go with a start now.
Yeah, we're going to start now. Here we go. There we go. Get your numbers in. We're going to give away a second gift certificate to the greatest company on the face of God's earth, and that is, yeah, you got it, Miniature Market. They've been good to us. They've been good to you because they're the ones that sponsor this and give away a gift certificate each and every week. Why? They don't have to do stuff like that. They don't have to do that.
No,
but they do. But they do.
Yeah. Again, if you have questions, this is also a good time to send them in.
Mm-hmm.
Time to answer them.
And boy,
What do we have next week coming up? We have an RPG show on Tuesday. War and Pieces live.
Well, no, hold on. War and Pieces. There's going to be some changes.
Oh, we got changes on War and Pieces. Sorry.
Okay. We'll announce that Monday. On Monday, you're going to want to join us. Matter of fact, let me come up to me. We are going to have Miniature Moment, and we're going to have a very special guest, and you're going to want to come in and you're going to want to see this. Blackjack Legacy. He is a channel over in England. Very good friend of mine, and we are going to be live at it's 2:30 Eastern. So you're going to want to come in there because we're going to be talking about all things miniature. And this is going to be a permanent program, Miniature Moment. So you're going to want to come in and see that. Tuesday, it's on with RPG. Yes, RPG. I forgot what I called it. But Joa is going to be joining us. Of course, Helen, if she can, will be in there on all these shows. And then, of course, next Friday, we are going to be doing the Young Blue Dragon. So you're going to be very excited to see what we're going to be doing. We have a lot of exciting things going on here at the channel. You're going to want to be here. Plus, we have live plays going through the roof. So
always
be sure to join us
around here.
Yeah. I wonder if it's my internet to some degree because we haven't had a problem with my internet, but
well, I also know my internet can be splotchy. So
yeah. So a lot of exciting things. Make sure that you join us. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed for sure. Okay, Miss Helen,
absolutely.
There you are. Okay.
To make sure you don't miss anything, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell icon. We always enjoy your likes. Also, if you're join our Twitch army over on Twitch, and if you're an Amazon Prime member, you can. We'd like you to consider supporting our channel with your free subscription on Twitch.
All right, there we go. All right. There we go. All right, so we're starting.
100 is double zeros. Dragon.
Yes. 100 is double zeros. It's almost like something's updating. All right, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so without further ado, let us give away our last gift certificate here and get moving for the weekend. It's been a great week. And it is a 72. You're
consistent tonight, Rob.
Yeah.
Robert Hall has a 72.
Who has a 72?
Robert Hall.
Robert Hall has I'm looking right at it. He hit it dead on. It's like he knew. He said, this guy threw a 77. I bet you 10-1 he's going to throw a 72. And what happens? 72.
Well done, sir.
Well done, sir.
Well, Monsterhead 74. No love there.
No love.
I do believe. Let me double check. Okay, we have Eric.
We've got 2 new winners here.
I think we got 2 new winners. I don't see any others. 73 from
the Werewolves are making it official.
Yeah. Looking for a 72. No, well done.
Congratulations.
Our only one. Robert Hall. You are our winner.
Just send us an email at novaprime860@hotmail.com, and I will get that out to you by the beginning of the week. Hey, gave away 2 more gift certificates. Look at us. We're just doing it. We're just killing it old school. I'll tell you this much. I enjoy doing this, even though I was absolutely exhausted today. But a lot of fun. And once again, guys, we showed you how to paint these werewolves. Very quick, easy thing. Next week, it's on. It's on because it's Blue Dragon time, and you're going to want to get in here nice and early. Absolutely. And stick around for that.
We would love to have some folks join us next week. If you're available, you can let me know. If you want help, you can email me at auranites@gmail.com, and I'll do what I can to try and make sure you're ready to go.
So I know what you guys are saying. Geez, Blue Dragon, how are you going to get this done in under an hour and a half? Trust me, we'll have it done and ready to go. And as always, go ahead.
Do you have just out of curiosity, for those that happen to be watching right now, do you have a base coat in mind?
Base coat?
Yeah, so people, because a lot of times we have we have problems keeping up with you because you can paint at 25,000 miles an hour, but we can't.
Hoth blue, if you are Citadel, and no, I don't want that. Hold on.
We're holding.
Dark Prussia blue for Vallejo.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that blue and for Army Painter, I say ultramarine blue.
Okay. There you go, folks. You heard it here. Give you.
There's your base coat of the big boy. Base coat of the big boy, and you get a little head of start, but good luck trying to keep up with it.
Well, we know better than that.
Okay. Listen, Helen and I love you all. Be good. You guys are the best. Okay. Have a great weekend. Hope you enjoyed this. Support us. Make sure that you subscribe over at Rob's Tabletop World on YouTube here. Right at this channel. You got to just hit that subscribe button. Boop. And smash that like button like there's no tomorrow. Okay? Hit that thing. Do me a favor. Help a brother out. Okay? We love doing this every week. We're going to try to make the times so when everybody gets back to work and everything, we're going to try to make it more comfortable for everybody.
If you have not already voted, there is a straw poll below in YouTube to let us know what night would work best for you.
Right. We want to make everything perfect for you because this is all about you guys. It isn't about us. It's about you. All right. Until next time, for the lovely and perfect Helen and myself, the human highlight reel. Until next time, we shall see you soon.
Bye, everybody.